So here is my quick review of the Renault Traffic Business Plus. I believe the colour is Urban Grey, and it's just arrived with a couple of miles on the clock. And I've always had a white van, but it was part of the lease deal that for some reason it was Urban Grey, and I do like it. It's totally different. The reason why I ended up with a new van was the congestion charge. It was going to cost me more money than leasing this thing, driving around the local area, so we weren't having any of that. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same shape and exactly the same as the previous one, apart from this is a new colour, I believe, although I might be wrong. And we just got to get rid of the old van now. So as you can see, it's the same shape, and then we're going to stick the roof rack on the top, as it's like £600 worth, and it should fit. It's exactly the same body. So in a minute we're going to show you the inside of the cab, which has much improved compared to the old one. The old one had many problems. I don't know if you remember, whenever you were sitting in it, everything was sliding around. So from the off, remember, I've had this van an hour. This looks pretty impressive. So it's got the fancy, it's like when I used to have my motorbike, it used to flick all the way up and down. It's just a bit of a gimmick. It says it's checking the engine. Of course, we've got this screen. So in first impressions, it looks really nice compared to the old one. So it's a good improvement. Just going to have a look around, see if I can see anything that might annoy me. I'm having a look. Not so sure about the screen as of yet. Just done it. Do have this big bucket thing, and there's 2 USB points there that are on all the time. There used to be one there, a big buckety thing. The glove box does seem a bit small. Something to put pens and whatever else in. So this little hatch thing here. So we'll see what we can put in that, if anything at all. Cup holder seems pretty good, so your cup of tea, coffee ain't gonna get sliding around the place and making a mess of everything. So it does look very nice. There's a small pocket here for change. Now I'm gonna shut up now. That seems to be making this really strange noise I've never heard before. So it's like a hum, must be like the fuel pump or something. Not concerned about it. I've just never had a vehicle that makes that noise before. So again, it's leased. If there's a problem, I'll take it back. But I'm sure it's just what this van does. Very strange. Quick view under the bonnet, and of course you can still hear our hum. What more can you say? Hopefully I won't need to touch any of this because it's leased. Please tell me in the comments what you think the noise is. That would be great. So 867 miles later, what do I think of the Renault Traffic Business Plus? Well, I do quite like it. We've got our cruise control and our other things, but there are some issues and some problems which we're not really, you can't really do anything about it. But so for instance, press this button here and it changes. I've got a big speedo on the right hand side. Do I need to know how many miles per hour I'm going? Not really. This will then show me what's going on the radio. You must be blind if you can't understand that. This is what all you need to see, really. So it's just some crazy things going on. I'd rather know, you know, how my filter's doing rather than, you know, the miles per hour and the eco. I mean, how much AdBlue have I got left in this in the tank? I just haven't got a clue. I can't find that setting. There is Apple Play here. You press this and say, hey Siri, do this, that and the other. It's not that great, okay? I've not found a real use for it. I know others will. Obviously we've got our cruise control, and you can set the minimum speed, that sort of thing. The aircon is great if it's working. Of course, it's a new van, so it is working. Now we come to our head unit, and put these on. I'll tell you why in a minute. It's quite disappointing, this thing. You know, you think, oh, it's a big screen, here it is, and you know, it's just a radio. It's telling you how good or bad you're driving. Never get 100%. You know, we're a van driver, you get on from A to B as quick as you can, so my score ain't not great. Basically it wants you to drive without your foot on the accelerator at all to achieve 100%. Not really happening when you know you need to get from A to B, I'm afraid. I do miss the cup holder. It means I've got to, the phone holder, sorry, not the cup holder. It means I've now got to buy one and stick it there. So okay, you know, fair enough, but I do miss the old cup holder. Now of course this is a massive improvement. You can put, you know, your drink in there and it's just not gonna fly around. I mean, that's brilliant. One of the problems with the older van was everything was flying around. Now they give you this, it's not much use to anything apart from to put your wallet in and a couple of pens. Not sure that's needed. So as we come over to here, we have a big buckety thing where you can put all your cables or whatever else you've got, and it used to be over there, or there used to be two, and I do miss it. I do miss the one over there. Not sure why they've done that. It's strange. There used to be obviously a, you know, it used to be on like a doory thing. You could you know, hide all this horrible stuff that everybody carries around. So that's gone. There is a bigger fuse box or electrical thingy-me-bob in this cupboard. Now this glove box, no disrespect, but it's tiny compared to the other one, and when you look at it, there is all the fuses in here. So perhaps they've made it bigger for some reason and they can't do it, or they just couldn't be bothered. I'm not entirely sure. So coming back to this, I mean, it's a £34,000 vehicle without a reversing camera, and so I've had to fit my own, which is annoying. I mean, they're like £10–15, and you know, of course they want to charge you extra for that. It's on a lease, so you know, it comes as it comes, but no reversing camera. It's just annoying. Totally useless. Why do I want to know what that is? Why do I care? Okay, that there, you can flick the screen. I mean, there's no, I've even left it blank because there's no option, there's no map on this one. I phoned up to try and say how much to put the map on. You can't put the map on it. So what you've got to do is you've got to plug in here an official Apple lead, which costs a fortune, a data cable, and then go obviously onto your phone, and then you'll have the Apple, you know, the standard Apple Car stuff, which of course you'll use, for instance, for navigation and for listening to, you know, your Spotify or whatever you're going to do. So, you know, that's how you use it. So it's a great disappointment, is this screen. It just doesn't do anything. So don't buy the van because of the screen. Obviously, you can obviously buy the better model. It'll be probably another £7,000 or something ridiculous to get the map on, possibly a reversing camera and whatever else. I don't understand why it's not standard. So here we get this silly mirror, still not worked out what it's for. Some sort of reversing assistant thing, forget that. And this here, just a lighting system. We've never touched it. So, and the interior, of course, it's a lot nicer. It just is. It's just that, you know, I'd give it 8 out of 10. It's not 10 out of 10 for practicality wise. They're obviously not van drivers who've designed it, because I would have, it's useless. I would like that and a bigger glove box. We also have things to put pens in and spare pair of glasses, and steering. Well, sorry, it's nice. It is a nice van, don't get me wrong. So, you know, just be a bit like, this is a disappointment, and why I need to know what song is on here at the same time, I've no idea. I just would rather know how my filter's doing on the van, and also, you know, do I need to stick any more AdBlue in? Is it getting low? There's just no indication. I've obviously not done enough miles yet for it to tell me. So, you know, I don't know, perhaps we're coming up to it, who knows. But perhaps a warning light's going to come on and just say you need AdBlue immediately, or in the next 100 miles or whatever. So the one thing I will say is that obviously this one's a 2-litre engine. Now it's the 130 brake horsepower. I couldn't tell the difference when I was driving it between the 1.6 and the 2-litre. They obviously had lots of problems with the 1.6, or a lot of head gaskets going, a lot of engines that weren't lasting very long at all. So hopefully this will solve it. It is a nice van to drive, do like it. See if we can start it up nice and quiet. Does the motorbike thing, watch. We used to have a motorbike, it's just a gimmick when you speedo sort of shoots, well, didn't do then, but you would have saw it before. It shoots up and goes back round, checking engine, whatever. So would I recommend it? Yeah, I would. If you're used to the Trafic or the Vivaro and you want this shape van, it's the same chassis. They've just obviously updated it. Stuff doesn't fly around. It used to fly around. It was shocking. You'd go around the corner and all my nice items here would just be flying around the van. Anything I put on here was just flying around. So, you know, yeah, I would say it's you know, it's good. Now I've had to take this off here. I'll be putting that back on just so I can get my reversing camera on. It's just annoying that it doesn't do anything, this big screen, and there's no option to upgrade it. You can't go into the settings and say I request this map and pay them. So no, that's annoying. The other thing, of course, which I don't know if people realise with all new vehicles, is that Renault are tracking you as well. There is a tracker on the van, so you can open the app up, see where your van is if you wanted to, and all the information on how you're driving is sent direct to Renault and the manufacturer, and possibly the insurance company. Now this is going on with every single new vehicle anyway. You just simply can't get away with it, but it is annoying. And of course, where is this thing? It's hidden somewhere mysteriously in the van. Now there's 2 of them. And if you research it, Vodafone own those, or it's part of Vodafone. And the van for 35,400, they're paying £400 to track you. So you've got to make your own mind up. Of course, they say it's for vehicle, it's part of the security system, so they know where the vehicle is. Right, it's a bit creepy. So, you know, I'm not happy with that. Anyway, please like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments if this has been useful or not. Would help the channel. Thanks. So of course we've had to do some sort of silly mock-up like this for my phone. Reversing camera. And it's just annoying and useless. So that's the bad point.